Hi guys! So the boys are 9 months and 2 days old today. I cannot believe it! I seriously, in 3 months, they're gonna be a year old. That is insane. First major change, I changed my hair color. I was just getting sick of the blonde, I guess. I wanted to go back red, but I wanted to try darker red first. And this is not how I expected it to look, but I think I actually like it. So I'm gonna stick with red for a little while, then hopefully I'm gonna slowly go back to my natural. So the boys have officially been alive outside of the womb as long as they were cooking in the womb, which is so exciting, and they're getting so big. As you can see, Kaden is getting so much hair, it actually touches his ears now. See, I don't know if you can see it, but I don't know, Drake, I think he mentioned not getting them a haircut until they turn a year old, just like some tradition things. So I don't know if we're gonna follow that because he is very much into style, and I don't know if he'll, if it gets like long enough, if he'll be able to stand it. Their weights, Kaden weighs 17 pounds and Kyson weighs 20.2 pounds. So there's a huge difference in between the two. Kyson is just a huge chunky monk. And the height wise, I don't know like exact measurements, but when they stand up next to each other, they're pretty much the same height. It's just that Kyson, it's not that he's fatter, he's just thick and heavy. Like he's just built heavy. And Kaden is just built like skinny and like fragile. Yeah. Alright, so they are both pro crawlers. I think I mentioned this before. They both crawl like super fast. And Kyson took his first steps at 8.5 months old, and I still have yet to catch it on camera because he does it so sporadically. It's not like every day. It's not like every time he's trying to get somewhere. It's just like random. He isn't walking like everywhere. Like I wouldn't call him quite a walker yet, but he did take his first steps, and it wasn't like we weren't even trying. Like we've tried a few times and been like, oh, here Kyson, here Kyson. We were just like chilling in the living room, and he was holding onto his thing, and he just like turned around, let go, and took a step, and I was like, oh my god. And he's taken as much as 4 steps, but he just doesn't do it like all the time. So he's gonna be walking, well, he is basically walking, like he takes steps all the time, but there's a difference between like taking steps and actually being a walker. So he's like at that in-between stage. And Kaden just started doing that too. Yesterday he tried to take a step, he just let go of the thing, turned around and tried to take a step, but I think he's gonna be doing it within the next few days. And yeah, but they do surf on everything. Like they'll surf around the couch, they'll walk with their little walker toys. Like they love walking, they just don't quite have the balance to what? They don't quite have the balance to actually keep doing it. And although Kyson stands, like he'll stand up and he'll stand there for like 30 seconds, just chilling there, just standing, like, hey, I'm cool. Like, you know, so I mean, he could probably totally walk, he's just not quite there yet. And Kaden will stand by himself too, but not as long. He's just like so fragile. I don't know, it's so hard to explain. Like if you were to pick him up, you could tell the difference between them. Like Kyson is like thick and heavy and sturdy, and Kaden is just like this my little baby. Here's my baby, huh? He's always gonna be my little baby. I am still breastfeeding on demand all the time. They nurse all the time still. Like it's not like any particular amount a day. They just nurse anytime. Like whether it's comfort nursing or feeding nursing, they still nurse themselves to sleep for their naps and for bedtime. And Drake actually, like we have the system down, like if they're going to sleep with Drake, they know that they can't nurse to sleep, I guess. So he has a system of putting them to sleep, but I can only put them to sleep by nursing them, because they know if it's mommy, that mommy has milk. But if they're with Drake, then they know that they don't get to be nursed to sleep, so they'll be okay with like rocking to sleep. But if I tried to rock them to sleep, they'd freak out. Kyson will say da 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 and ba 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 ba. Obviously not in context. He's just like learning how to pronounce things. And Kaden will say, he'll go blah 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 blah, and he'll go mum 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 mum. So, and actually for a while there, we were thinking that Kaden like knows. Anytime he sees my mom or me and he wants us, he'll go ma 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 ma. So that's like the only time he actually says it. So I don't know, maybe he is starting to get the hang of it. Probably not this early, but you never know. Also, this past week or so, Kyson has slept through the night. Yay, finally! The light at the end of the tunnel. However, Kaden is still not sleeping through the night, and he wakes up anywhere from 3 to 3 to 5 times a night still. On some nights I'll just get up as little as 3 times a night, which is amazing. I have so much energy now. Like, I was watching my update video from when I had Lilia, and 9 months just seems to be the point where I'm finally starting to get back on track. Like, I'm starting to get more energy and everything is just starting to like pull back together. So, and same thing with the twins. 9 months is finally starting to get easier. But the thing that I hate about, like, people always say, oh yeah, put twins together to sleep. That never worked. Like, we tried putting them in the same crib to sleep and it never worked. And we tried, and them being in the same room, that is even pushing it. Like, if I had an extra room, I honestly would probably separate them because they constantly wake each other up at night. Kyson would sleep, if he wasn't waken up by Kaden, I'm convinced he would probably sleep from the time he goes to sleep at night and sleep in even longer in the morning because he's a really solid sleeper. But Kaden, he's just like, he has this really, really high-pitched screaming cry. And so sometimes, most of the time Kyson can sleep through it, but sometimes it'll wake him up. And then it's like, I don't know, it's frustrating because there's seriously nights where it'll be like Kaden wakes up and then I nurse him and put him back to sleep and he'll like make this little screaming noise when I put him back in his crib. We do not do crying. We do not do the cried out method. So it's not like that. It's just the in-between from when I latch him off of the boob and onto the pacifier, he like makes this little squealing noise and sometimes that'll wake up Kyson. So then Kyson will be up, I'll nurse him back to sleep and I'll put him back in their crib and Kaden will wake up again and wake up Kyson, wake up Kaden, wake up Kyson. So it's just like this ongoing process and it's so frustrating because I know that if they were separated, they would sleep so much better. As for naps, they take around 2 to 3 naps a day. It just varies. We don't have a schedule. We've never really put them on schedules. It's just whenever they're tired, we'll let them sleep, and whenever they're hungry, we'll let them eat. Everything is on demand. Also, this past month is the first time ever that they got sick. So all 3 of them caught a little bug. It's probably just the time of year. And also I've noticed every time I introduce solids more to them. Like we started solids at 6 months, but really they didn't start actually eating things until around 7 or 8 months. And I've noticed that as soon as you introduce solids into a baby's diet, it seems like, if you're breastfeeding anyway, it seems like anytime you introduce solids, if you're breastfeeding, it's like the immunities, I don't know, somehow get whacked up and they drink. And they, I'm honestly convinced that it's because you're breastfeeding less, they like can catch things more easily. I don't know, maybe it's just coincidence that they both happen to get sick around the same time. They meaning the twins and Lilia. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they got sick for the first time and it was just a little cold thing, and then Kaden actually got pretty bad there for a little bit. Luckily this didn't happen at 2 months and it happened at 8 months, so it was a lot easier to handle. Kaden is extremely clingy. Kyson is very independent, so they're 2 separate personalities completely. I still stick by what I said a long time ago. Like, anything that could be opposite with them is opposite. They are 2 completely different people. Like, they don't look the same to me anyway. I guess a lot of people get them mixed up, but they don't look the same to me. They don't act the same. Like, they're just completely different. Kyson is very independent and Kaden is very clingy. Especially when it comes to me and my mom. He just likes females, I guess. He's really attached to females. And he loves Drake and Ben also, but like Kyson really, really, really likes Drake and Ben. And he likes me and my mom too, but he's just, I guess he's more like neutral about he doesn't care for one person more than he cares for another person. Except me, of course, because I'm his mom. But like Kaden, he really, really, really prefers me or my mom over like Drake or Ben. Kaden is going through this weird phase where he hits his head on everything and he shakes his head. Like, he'll sit there and just go and shake his head, and he'll, like, when you pick him up, he'll bang his head on your head and he'll bang his head on the couch, and it's just like, woo, crazy child. Also, Kaden loves to clap. He'll sit there and go clap, 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 clap. And Kyson learned how to wave, so he'll wave at people, and Kaden likes to clap. Yeah, Kyson likes to wave, Kaden likes to clap. And I don't think Kyson's figured out how to clap yet, and Kaden hasn't figured out how to wave yet. Also, teeth. Kyson just got his 5th tooth 2 days ago. The day he turned 9 months old, he got his 5th tooth. It's his top left, I think. Yeah, his top left. So he has the top 2 and the bottom 2. Now he has the top left that's right next to this one. And this one is about to pop through. I can see like little white. It's going to come through any day now. So he's about to have 6 teeth, which is insane. And Kaden has 0. None. He's like a sister and his mom. We didn't have any teeth until like, Lilia didn't have any teeth until 10 months old. I think, and I didn't have any teeth until I think it was around 9 or 10 months also. So yeah, Kyson got his first at like, what was it, 5.5 or 6 months old, and Kaden still has none. Again, complete opposites. One has 5, one has 0. They're both becoming interested in sippy cups, and the only reason I know that is because they're obsessed with their sisters. Anytime she leaves it like laying around, her sippy cup, or any cup for that matter, they go and they try to drink it. We don't do juice. I just was never convinced that juice has any nutrition whatsoever, so we just stick to water and breast milk. So I'll just put water in it and they'll just like mess around with it. I think they just like the way it feels and they'll chew on it. So they're starting to get interested in those type of things. When you tell Kyson to jump, he'll jump. Like, he understands the word jump. If you say jump, he'll go jump, 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 jump. And Kaden loves to like go like this on the couch and then attack it and like just jump on that. We call that one jump too. So anytime we tell them to jump, they know how to do that. Both respond to their own name. They both know their own name. I was afraid that they were gonna like get them mixed up because we're saying it all the time. But if I say Kyson, Kyson will look, and if I say Kaden, Kaden will look. So they definitely know their own names. Kaden is just the smiliest baby I have ever met in my entire life. If you just look at him and go like this, start smiling at him, he goes like all shy. He's the cutest thing ever. He just smiles at anybody and everyone. And Kyson, like, if we go somewhere where they don't really know very many people, the personalities, they just totally come out because they're so different. Like, Kyson will sit there, not smile, look around, very observant, like very like scared to like, not scared, but just his separation anxiety is way more than Kaden's is. So he'll like sit there, or stranger anxiety also. He'll observe everybody. It's really hard to make him laugh or smile. But Kaden, like, anybody that walks in the room, he's just like, oh, hi, oh, smiley, smiley, smiley boy. He's just like the smiliest kid ever, and it's so freaking cute. But he definitely has separation anxiety. He does not want to be, like, if I'm holding him, he's perfectly fine. But if I try to give him to somebody else, then he freaks out. Also, they both love mirrors. They have an obsession with mirrors and cameras that they can see themselves in. So, like, I have an iPhone, so I'll have, like, I have the front camera, and if I'm sitting there like this and I'm holding one of the babies, I always get really smiley pictures because they can see themselves, and I think that's just like the coolest thing ever. Also, Kyson is obsessed with anything that has wheels. He loves wheels. And also he loves baseballs and baseball bats. He just loves them. And Kaden loves his sister's toys. Anything that's pink, anything that belongs to his sister, he wants. As for myself, I don't remember if I talked about this in my last video. I think I did, but I put on my Facebook page that my period finally came back. I think it was like 8 months postpartum, but after that it stopped, and now like I haven't had it since. So, but I will bleed. I'll like spot off and on, so it's just completely unpredictable. I think I mentioned one of my like really early videos that I have always had completely unpredictable irregular periods until I went on birth control. That's the main reason that I went on birth control in the first place, back like way before I even had kids, was because my period was so unpredictable. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because I'm planning for birth control. I'm planning on going the non-hormonal route and just do the natural family planning, but I don't know if that's really going to work if my period stays so irregular. So we are going to try to figure out something about that. As for school, I'm on winter break right now, and I start the spring semester January 14th. So I'm going to try to get a bunch of videos done, hopefully before I go back to school, because once that starts up again, it's going to be hectic once again. And I talked about this in one video about how I was going to either go to the college that's local here, or that I've been going to, or go to the one up in Columbia, which is about an hour away from here. And a lot of stuff has happened, and it's like pretty much impossible to get into classes around here. So next semester I am traveling an hour away to take my class that I need. I only need one class this semester up in Columbia, and I only have 3 classes left until I can apply for the nursing program, which is so exciting. So I should be in the nursing program by the end of 2013, or actually, well, I won't start until the beginning of 2014. So I only have 3 semesters left. I wish I could take those classes at the same time, but I can't because they're all science classes and they're all prerequisites for each other. So all I need is physiology, microbiology, and anatomy. I think those are the only classes that I need left until I can apply. And of course, if there's a chance I might not get into the nursing program right away, but hopefully I will. And if I do, then I'll be in the nursing program 2014, and that is a 2-year program, and then I'm an RN, which is so exciting. So everything is going perfect, right on track. I don't know what else there is to update on. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my 9-month postpartum belly. Sorry, excuse the PJ pants. Here's the shirt on. Sorry, it's kind of a baggy shirt. And here's with the shirt up. And you can see my skin is getting better. My belly button is actually becoming a belly button, but it's still like wrinkly and loose skin. But it's definitely, I definitely think it's getting better. So yeah, 9 months postpartum after twins. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you want to be updated more on my family, I update all the time on my Facebook page. So go like my Facebook page. And also, I think I update on, of my public pages that I use, the most thing I update on is Instagram, just pictures. So if you guys have an Instagram, I post pictures pretty much daily of them on there. And Facebook is semi-daily on there. So if you want to follow me more, go like those pages. And other than that, I'll hopefully be posting a bunch of videos here pretty soon. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!